Hello and welcome back to Rudy's Recipe Box. If you're new here, I'm Abby and I'm doing a series where I'm taking my grandma's old handwritten recipes and I'm going through them one by one and making all of them. Some of them I've made before, some of them I've never made. The one I'm making today I'm really excited about because I specifically remember eating this, but I've never made it. It's stuffed cabbage rolls. You can tell this one was well loved by all the smudges and all that stuff. It's my favorite part. It says serve 6 stuffed cabbage rolls. You need 1 pound of ground veal or beef. I have beef. This is actually 2 pounds, but I'm gonna cut it in half and use the other for something else later. 1 pound of pork, we got that. 3 cups of cooked rice. I have this rice, boil in bag. I think there's 2 left in here. I'm just gonna do both of them and I think that'd be enough. A teaspoon of sugar, we got that. An onion, we need to chop that up. Salt and pepper, still need to grab that. Let's see, a head of cabbage, got that. And then butter or margarine, and then tomato juice, 2 cups of tomato juice. And then on the back it says, combine the veal or beef, pork, rice, sugar, onion, salt, and pepper. I don't think I cook it before I combine it. I think I combine it all. I think I cook the rice and then combine everything. And then I think it says separate leaves of cabbage and wilt them by placing in boiling water for a few minutes. Drain thoroughly. Place about ½ a cup of the mixture in each cabbage leaf and roll up securely. Place rolls in baking pan, dot each with butter. Pour tomato juice, bake in the oven at 350 for an hour. So I don't think I cook the meat. I think I mix it all together with the cooked rice, roll it, and then we bake it. Don't mind the balloons up there. Those are from 4th of July. I still haven't gotten down. Don't know when I'll get them down, actually. I guess we'll see. Okay, let's get started. I'm gonna flip you kind of downward so you can see what I'm doing on my cutting board. Okay, I think you can see everything. I obviously still don't fully know what I'm doing, but we're gonna give it a shot. First, I've got water boiling for the rice. So we're gonna get that boiling, and then I'm gonna cut my onion and then get my lettuce ready. This is how I learned to chop an onion. Let me know if you do it differently. I don't even remember where I learned to chop an onion, probably my mom. I learned to cut like this, put your fingers, and then cut like this. Oops. And just cut like this. And just start like this. Get back in there, fella. I felt like in the last one of these I did, I was kind of quiet. I didn't mean to do that. I just don't want to be screaming at you the whole time. So, doing my best, okay? I'm gonna get a bowl for this. I'm gonna get quite a large bowl because I feel like I have quite a bit going into this. It says it serves 6. There's a whole pound of beef and a whole pound of beef and a whole pound of sausage. So I feel like, and rice and onion, I just feel like I need a big bowl. Put all the onion in there. If the boil in the bag rice seems weird to you, it's because it is. But I can't make rice. I don't know what the deal is. Ask Jake. Anytime I've ever tried to make it, it just doesn't turn out right. I don't know what I'm doing. So that's what I get. It literally says success on the box because it's the only one that I can cook. Separate leaves of cabbage. Okay, so I'm gonna take off the first few layers of this cabbage since they're always kind of like damaged and dirty. So take this off. I don't want to take off too much because I think I want big like sheets of cabbage. I also don't want to break them because I'm gonna have to roll them. I'm gonna try to carefully. There we go. Ooh, yeah, that's a good piece. My grandma had 5 kids. So as you can imagine, a lot of these meals make for like 6, 7 people because that's what she had to cook for. So normally I have plenty and then leftovers to send for Jake's lunch. I'm wondering if I cut this a little bit more down here, if it'll be a little easier to peel. Cut a little bit. Oh yeah, that's a good piece. That's a good piece. That'll be a nice piece. Oh yeah, that's a good one. We're gonna go with this for now. This, I'm gonna save for something else. And I'm gonna use all of these as best as I can. I hope that's enough. Get more of this, I can just put it to the side and use more of it later. So after my rice is boiled, I'm gonna put this in the same boiling water because I only have one big pot. So until then, I'm gonna move this to the side and I'm gonna mix everything else in our mixture. So we got our big bowl, we got our sausage, and we got our beef. Like I said, I'm gonna cut this beef in half because it's actually 2.3 pounds and I only need 1. And get the other half back in the fridge for a different meal. I'm gonna get my rice out and get my cabbage boiling and I'll be back. This is what the cabbage looks like so far. I don't think it has to be fully cooked. I think you're just supposed to wilt it. So I'm gonna leave it in there for another minute or so and then take it off the heat. Okay, while that's cooking, I'm gonna put the rest of the stuff that needs to go in here. Get this out of our way. Teaspoon of sugar. So teaspoon of sugar. Oops, I got this a little wet. Salt, teaspoon of salt, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper. We're gonna measure this with our heart. Pepper. Check on our rice, 1 second. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove my cabbage and put it on here because it said to let it dry, or dry it thoroughly. So I'm just gonna take it out, put it on here. Like that. Let it cool off a little bit before we try to roll anything in it. I wish all my pieces were like this piece. This piece I feel like is gonna be perfect. Piece right there. Okay, so we're gonna let those cool. And our rice is still cooling, and when it's done, I'll mix it with our other stuff. And then we will get to rolling. We have our mixture. We have our rice. I think this is 3 cups. That's what it called for, right? Yes, 3 cups of cooked rice. Okay. We're gonna put you back here so we don't get you any more dirty. I don't think it has to be perfect. So that's 1/2 cup, 2. This is a lot of filling. I don't think I'm gonna have enough leaves for all this filling. 3. You know what? I'm just gonna add the rest of this because why not? Now I'm gonna mix all of this up well. I might just have to get in there with my hands and do this, but I'm gonna wash them first because I've touched my phone. Okay, so I'm just gonna get in there with my hands and get this mixed because I feel like that's gonna be the easiest way to do it. And I think that's what Rudy would have done, so that's what we're gonna do. So I have my 2 cups that's supposed to go on top, but I'm also gonna put a little bit in the bottom of the pan just because I feel like I should. I don't know why, I just feel like just a little bit. That might have been like 1/2 cup. And I'm just gonna do this so the bottom is like coated like that. I'm trying to see if you can see my whole little assembly line or not. Scooch it all together. There we go. Okay, we have a leaf. Let me get a spoon. Just gonna put enough mixture, whatever the leaf will hold. The recipe says 1/2 cup. So we'll see. It's about 1/2 cup, right? You see the roll? There's our first little roll. Put it in there. Second little roll. This is a big leaf, so I'm gonna put quite a bit in this one. And this is why this needs to cook for a while, because all this meat needs to cook. This is how I remember them looking. This one is, that's how I feel like it looked when she made them. That one's like perfect. I wonder how many times she made this recipe. Probably a lot. Rice and the cabbage is not hot enough to cook the meat. I let everything cool down quite a bit before I started packing them in here. Just trying to fit them in here however I can, because I don't have that much more room. That's pretty good, I feel like. And they're just all tucked in there like that. Place rolls of baking pan, a dot each with butter. Okay, we've not done that yet, so let's see. I got this butter from one of my husband's friends. So she said dot with butter. So I'm just gonna get like, I guess just like this. Put a little pat of butter on each one. 6. Since we have 12 rolls, we will just dot with butter, as she said. So shout out to Will for the Kerrygold butter. Thank you very much, Will. So we're gonna pour this over like that. Okay, it doesn't say to cover it, so I'm not gonna cover it, but I'm gonna put it in for an hour, and then I'll check on it and let you know. It's been an hour, so we're gonna get it out and see how it looks. Ooh, looks good. Look how bubbly that is. Ooh, yeah, they're nice and tender. Oop, that's my alarm. Looks delicious. Can you see it good? Can't tell. Well, there you have it, another episode of Rudy's Recipe Box in the books. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. Bye!